Hey, how's it going, everybody? Of course, you know who it is. Dr. Mike back again, once again, with another classic video. As always, bringing back the old introduction. Magandang umaga, magandang gabi, magandang hapon, which means good morning, good evening, and of course, good afternoon, depending on what time you guys choose to watch this video today. If you are new to the Dr. Mike TV channel, by all means, make sure you hit that subscribe button and become a part of the Dr. Mike TV family, because whenever you're over here, you are always going to be family for life. Also, make sure you check me out on IG at Dr. Mike from the PH, and of course, the ebook trilogy is available. Link in the description below, as well as the prescription, which is a bomb-ass book that went #1 in new releases when it first came out, so you know it is a motherfucking beast. I'm trying to edit myself. It is a bleep beast. It's a beast out there, I'm telling you. And I've got nothing but positive reviews, so you should go ahead and make sure you get your copy with the ASAPness as soon as possible. Okay? Now, today's video is going to be kind of financially based a little bit. I kind of wanted to let you guys know how I was able to live off of 6,500 pesos a month. That was my budget. Every single month. That was the money I got. After, you know, again, guys, I had a place to stay, so I didn't pay rent. But after we took care of the bills, you know, Wi-Fi and cable and stuff like that, I was left with 6,500 pesos a month. How was I able to do that? I learned to eat local food. Had to learn to eat local food. And I learned local transportation. Now, if you take that 6,500 and you divide that over a 30-day period, that means I have 216 pesos per day to spend. So how did I spend my 216 pesos? When I started using local transportation, I only paid, we'll say 40 pesos to go downtown and maybe 40 to go home. So roughly about 80. When it came to food, I used to go to McDonald's and Jollibee and stuff like that. So I used to eat the fast food, sometimes eating at the Carinderia. And when I did that, I used to get the meals that were the budget meals. So I can go to McDonald's and get a piece of chicken, some rice, and a drink for like 50 pesos. So I get a drink for like get the whole meal for $1. And even you can do that at Jollibee as well. So with that being said, I learned to scale back on a lot of things. You know, and I was actually able to save. It's highly crazy to believe that I was able to save money on 6,500 pesos a month. But again, guys, when you're put into a situation wherein that's what you got to work with, you tend to make things work for you. Same as me. I learned to adjust. Before, I was always taking taxis everywhere, back and forth. And back then, when I first got there, they used to have non-aircon taxis. So I was paying 100 pesos back and forth. Normally, me and my brother would go downtown together and come home together. So I'd pay 100 to go down. He would pay for us to go home. So, you know, ultimately, that was a way that we were able to save. But when we started really understanding the local transportation, man, we really got to see the city. That's the beautiful thing. Taxis take you from point A to point B. Ubers take you from point A to point B. But jeepneys, they have a route that they follow. And that route takes you all around the city. And when you go around the city, you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that was there. So I can get to this place by riding this Jeep, and I'll pay, what, 10, 15 pesos? As opposed to paying 50, 60 pesos in a taxi. You start to realize, man, damn, that's a good chunk of change I could save doing that. You know, the only thing about local transportation is it takes time, guys. So you have to leave early so that you're not in a rush to go anywhere, because they stop a lot, and then the conductor's always waiting to get people to come on. So you got to give yourself and allot yourself some time when using public transportation, because they stop a lot, you know, when they want to pick up other passengers. That's mostly with Jeeps, but taxis, of course, point A to point B. When it comes to the local food, I understand a lot of you guys can't eat it because you don't have the cast iron stomach like Mike did. For me, I was able to acclimate myself to it because my stepmom used to cook the local foods all the time. So when she was cooking the local foods, I was basically getting equipped to it and understanding it and liking it. And I guess I was adjusting my taste because she's a hell of a cook. Let's get that 100% clear. She could kill those Philippine foods that are the bomb, all the bomb.com. So with all that being said, I used to go to the Carinderias after that, and I'd be like, yeah, I can eat this shit, man. This shit is not half bad. You know, my viand, my rice and everything. Viand meaning my meat dish or whatever that comes with the rice and side of vegetables. And a drink, guys. I can eat a whole meal for like 50 pesos there. So you start to realize that although the portion sizes are relatively small, it works for me because I was always doing a lot of walking there, which is also how I save money. But, you know, when I used to go to the Carinderian, you know, portion sizes were smaller, so I wasn't consuming a lot. Here in the U.S., you know, a large is a large, you feel me? But a large in the Philippines is more like a medium. You know, the biggest size they have is like the equivalent to a medium here in the United States. So with that being said, that's where I was able to save a lot of money. And then, like I previously said, I was walking everywhere. When I was in the heart of downtown, I walked everywhere. I didn't take Jeeps everywhere, I walked. I walked religiously. It was like my God-given right to walk. God blessed me with 2 feet, so I straight up walked everywhere. And I kind of feel like that's a good way to save money and also explore the city, guys. I want you guys to be able to explore your atmosphere, explore your areas. And I'm telling you, when I was doing these 3 things, you know, watching how I ate, doing a lot of walking, and monitoring my mobility or how I got in and around town, I was able to live off of 6,500 pesos a month. And still saving. So how crazy is that? I was able to do all that and still save. And just because you got the budget, just because you got it, just because you can come to the country with $1 million, don't mean you got to spend $1 million. I don't know how you guys operate or whatever, man, but I am so satisfied when I can find a way to save $1. Even though I got it, when I can save it, I was like, you know what? I can use that towards something else. I'm not talking about your booty loo fund, but you can put it towards something else. But if we're gonna go ahead and put that in the video, the booty loo fund, you also have to make sure you have a separate budget for that. That should not be included in whatever little money you have. You gotta put side money away from stuff like that. And what I mean by booty loo fund, I'm just talking about dating women and having extracurricular activities and doing things like that. All right, that's a separate budget within itself. But for me and what I had going on in my life, 6,500. That's all I had to work with. And when that's all you have to work with, you learn to adjust your lifestyle. The Philippines will make you adjust your lifestyle. I will tell you that right now. Should you choose to live in the Philippines, you will adjust your lifestyle. And it will be the best decision you ever made in your life. Promise you that. Just because you got it don't mean you got to spend it. And that's my time, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm trying to keep the videos relatively short. Has been fun. Love you guys. You are truly a part of the Dr. Mike TV family. I cannot do this without you. And I genuinely love putting out the videos, and I genuinely love the comments that you leave down below. So make sure you leave a couple, hit the like button. I keep forgetting to say that in some of my videos, but you gotta like the video, man. I don't have to say it all the time. You guys are pretty much on it. So again, guys, I'm officially out, which means I'm officially out. Goodbye. Paalam. God dang it, I messed it up. Dr. Mike is officially out. Aalis nako. Paalam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, I love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.